Hey, Keanu.
I like having fun. I like to laugh. I like to meet people who can make me laugh.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Office Hours Live. It is Thursday, the last damn day of July. Tomorrow, big day, August 1st. Find out about all these tariffs. I mean, watching the news on that today and tomorrow. It's going to be exciting to find out who's paying what. Who's paying one. And the weather here is beautiful. A beautiful summer day here. Not too bad out there. Not too bad.
Is it still hot out there?
It is not that hot. Apparently, though, we're looking at, Matt, can we bring up the weather report on the East Coast? Apparently, they're about to be slammed with a huge storm today, so we're going to keep our eyes on that.
What, isn't there going to be a tsunami out here, too?
Tsunami? Where are you from, Bedlam?
Bedlam.
Tsunami. There was supposed to be a tsunami the other night here. There was a huge earthquake.
I was waiting for it.
Up in Russia. A lot of people don't understand that there is a part of Russia that's near Japan. It's near Alaska. And they suffered a tremendous earthquake, one of the great earthquakes of recent memory. And we were hoping a big giant wave, 1,000-footer, would come and wipe us out.
Hot erotic.
You're hoping for that?
Yes. Bring it on!
What the hell is wrong with you?
Hey, I'm looking to get some beachfront property here in Glendale. But to no avail. More fake news from the fake weather department.
You get 10, you get 5, you get 2.
Would they have a 5-footer? That's not a wave.
But New York is going to get slammed, ladies and gentlemen.
Perfect weather.
Everything's going to get wiped out. You better be on one of those high floors, one of those high rises. Don't be underground. Stop taking the subways. Take some of them free buses. Anyway.
My brain is still in recovery mode from.
Anyway.
So
Today on the show, we've got a very exciting guest in person. Jay Weingarten is going to come in and tell us all about his favorite food. He's a big food influencer now. And
Why are you guys laughing? He's a great influencer.
but more importantly than that, we have. And I'm going to look this up, Matt. Do we have any awards that that our guest has won? Because I want to refer to him as award. He should be an
I was
award-winning.
wondering about that.
An award-winning, I think, modern legend in cinema, Ari Aster.
This is pretty cool. He won the Fangoria Chainsaw Award. Pretty cool.
Don't know if that's going on his headstone when he's buried.
Oh, the Filmmaker on the Edge Award at the Provincetown International Film Festival. That's 2025.
Okay. What? 2025?
That's this
It's
year.
been for Eddington.
But what was the award?
Oh, the best, the Fright Meter Awards.
No,
Wait, no.
The second one you just said was upcoming.
Oh,
or
the
something.
Filmmaker on the Edge.
On the Edge.
At the Provincetown International. He did also win at the Fright Meter Awards.
Okay, well, he's going to be zooming in from New York, and hopefully he's not going to be completely underwater. Matt, if he calls and says power's out or something.
Let's see if we did pay for this new service where it's like a live feed of the weather.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, we do. Look at that.
Oh, that's New York? Did not pay. That's not a live
We're
feed.
not.
Why
Are we
would
buying? Is this live?
Oh, holy smokes.
What? All right, let's introduce my co-host, Doug Loosenhop, DJ Douggpound behind me.
That's the horning.
And then VJ expert Vic Berger behind me.
Steph AFF, Steph Hyde, and what's up, everybody?
It's important that I get wet. You know, I get now that I've been back in town, I've been getting to the gym in the morning, and I go to the gym pretty early, like 7 in the morning, and there's this woman there. She's so nice. We have a nice little rapport when I come in, and she is Latina woman, I believe, or maybe not. I don't know.
Latinx.
She's an accent.
Latinx.
She's an accent when I see her in the morning, and she's always happy to see me. I'm happy to see her, but she always says, "Happy Tuesday." Whatever the day is. Like I was like, oh, it's like Friday. It makes sense. She's like, happy Friday.
Glad to be here.
And I'm like, happy Friday. And then today it was like, happy Thursday. I'm like, it's not happy. Easy on that.
Yeah, what's so happy about it?
Happy Tuesday.
So you hit the gym this morning?
Fuck yeah.
That's crazy.
Why? What do you mean? I get
No,
up
I
at
just like,
6:30 and I go down there and I do it and I come home.
What were you doing?
That's none of your business.
I want to know.
I really don't like you asking
Just
these
wanting
questions
to wish
about
her
my
happy
personal
Tuesday,
life.
happy Thursday.
It's the last time I share stuff with you.
Are you up there with those stretchy things going?
Or those cords.
You got those big ropes?
Yeah, those rope things.
He's throwing ropes.
You know, a guy my age got to do a little strength training if I want to live past 75. Many people don't want me to live another
Do
day.
you do legs? You do leg stuff?
Listen,
You're just doing the muscles.
I want to
the-
show me a picture of Sacha Baron Cohen on the cover of that magazine.
Oh, that's why you're at the gym.
That's where I'm headed.
You saw
That's
that
where I'm
picture.
headed.
the face of comedy.
I got oiled up.
The body of comedy.
First thing I do in the morning, I get all oiled up. And then I go down to the gym and start lifting hard. Where do you see this picture of Sacha Baron Cohen? Borat.
Fucking
Where's
Crazy
Borat?
Yeah.
Where's Borat?
Trying to get like a nice
You got a good one of it?
res. They're all like these teeny tiny.
Oh, well,
Oh,
we didn't
that's
prepare
okay.
for that picture. Anyways, you can look it up on your own. Borat and Ali G got swole. Is that what you say? I got a riddle for everybody here. I don't know if we got any math whizzes in our audience. I doubt it.
I don't read.
But I get up this morning pre-gym.
I
And
don't
I'm-
know what's real.
What's that?
I don't know what's real.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what's real. This bit of writing from Entertainment Weekly, I read my news reports in the morning. I get my briefing, and I get this article about Caddyshack and about how the last line of that movie, which is Rodney Dangerfield. Do you know the last line of the last line from Rodney Dangerfield in Caddyshack?
I get no respect.
No, it's close.
Goddamn them all to hell.
I think he says like, "Hey, who cares? We're all gonna get laid."
Oh yeah,
And it's like
yeah. And he turns
totally-
does he turn the music up on his?
Incongruous. Anyways, so I'm reading this article for whatever reason because they teased me in like, you'll never guess how Rodney Dangerfield came up with it or something like that. But then it says this. Now I ran this past my wife. And she also, it took her a minute, but she helped me get there. But this was at 6 a.m, so I was a little foggy. But it says, Caddyshack, are you listening, Doug? I don't have to repeat myself.
Your wife farts.
See, as soon as I knew where his head's at. You're not listening, are you? Are you ready?
Would you follow my wife on Instagram?
Just take your balls out of your wife's
Yes, sir.
purse. Make
I'm
a
listening.
stand.
Vic, you too.
I'm paying all of my attention to your riddle.
This is from somebody that writes for a major publication, writes this. Caddyshack, a film that celebrates its 41st... Sorry, let me start again. Caddyshack, a film that celebrates its 45th birthday today. In parentheses, that's 15 years older than Bill Murray was when the movie came out, if you were curious.
15 years old.
Okay.
I'll read it again. Caddyshack, a film that celebrates its 45th birthday today. That's 15 years older than Bill Murray was when the movie came out, if you were curious.
I get it.
So he was 30.
Do you think that's well worded?
It's confusing. I guess they're just trying to tell you like he was a young man.
They must be getting paid per word. Or
A film that celebrates its 45th birthday today. Okay, so 45th, that's 15 years older than Bill Murray was when the movie came. Okay, I get it, but it's
too much to think about.
It's too much. Vic, you didn't get it, did you?
No, I get that they're like, oh, Bill was young once. Now we just see him crashing weddings and stumbling and singing Bob Dylan.
I don't need
drunkenly.
that shit in my little stupid articles I'm reading.
No, we don't need to know that.
Matt, there's a bone to pick right away. Should we get to that?
We got a couple bone pickers today who want to show their faces. It's incredible.
Okay. I don't want to talk about any of these fucking streamers.
No streamer.
No fucking,
not-
this guy's good. This guy, I don't give a shit. You understand me?
Well, these are more valid. Jay Richardson, unmute, my friend.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, what's up there, guy? What are you doing? Customer service?
Yes, that's me working for some insurance company. Look, Tim played a great joke on us, so thank you. While you were traipsing around the globe, you gave a really nice recommendation for a little show, and now I'm in the doghouse, man. I'm in the doghouse.
What's going on?
Do you remember Landman? You were talking about Landman?
I love Landman.
Oh, yeah. I know. Keep that up.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
I love Batman.
It's a great, you punked us all. Congratulations. I know it's your specialty, but you really got us.
What are you saying? You don't like Landman? That you got roped in and now you're stuck with this show you hate?
Dude, I was like, it took me probably 3 or 4 episodes to realize, oh, this was a big punk. You're really punking us.
Here's my thing about Landman. It's a garbage show, but it's also great. And I've never seen a show vacillate from like this is like Breaking Bad to like this is that show with I don't know, The Love Boat or something, or it's just like like the stuff with the wife and the daughter. Anyways,
the Whiplash.
The Whiplash is
crazy.
extreme. And
did you notice they never so that son was both their sons apparently, but they never talk about him?
They
Isn't that
do.
insane?
How far are you in on the show?
Hi, Dad.
Well, we stopped after 4 episodes. My wife couldn't
Well, then
handle
don't
it.
talk about it. Get out of here.
man.
Get him out of my
Doghouse.
life.
I'm in the doghouse.
You're in my doghouse now. You're in a couple of doghouses. All right, take care.
Well,
Thanks
also-
Go ahead.
Also, thank you for killing off Jimmy Swaggart. I think that you get credit for that.
Hey,
right?
prayers work. You know,
That was perfect timing.
been
So,
praying for
congrats.
him to go for a long time. All right, thanks, pal. Let's get
Yeah.
through the bone
Cheers.
pickers. Let's get him out of the way, man.
Yeah, we had Elliot. I don't know what this one is about. Elliot?
Elliot Gould. I saw Elliot Gould in the elevator.
Good
not
morning,
too long ago.
Timothy, Victor, and Douglas.
Hi, guys. What do you got for me?
I'm trying to think. I think I have a bone pick for Matt.
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying
Nothing
to
happens.
think, but nothing happened.
This is what I'm into.
I have enough bones to pick with him. I can make a whole skeleton.
Look at this guy. Look at this stoner grin. That's a stoner grin this guy's got.
Hey, no, I'm just nervous. It's crazy. I'm on because a year ago, I think Kurt Vile was playing Santa Fe,
Oh, here we go. Kurt
and you
Vile.
guys had him on. And Matt, I think you were supposed to call on me for City of the Day, but it got skipped because you gave it to someone else.
Kurt Vile.
All right. Thank you. Very interesting.
That's your only pick.
Oh wait, so wait, could it be? Could it be?
How do we
today?
make up for it? You want to be an honorary city of the day?
Where's the
Well, I
city?
think
Is
I
it
could
Santa
be talking
Fe?
He could
because
say no. He could say
Isn't
no.
your guest from New Mexico? He just
Yeah.
did a movie down in TRC. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah.
Why not? What are you going to see? Superman?
No, I got a 10-month-old baby, so I'm kind
Oh,
of.
I see. Well, you can take that baby to the movie theater and give it some cough
Yeah.
syrup and then watch the movie.
Is that what you guys did?
We took our daughter to see when she was very like a tiny baby. We went and saw a movie called Gravity, and just put the baby in there, just like the baby slept through the whole movie. It was great.
Nice. Yeah, I kind of want her to bring her to movies, but I'm not sure. I kind of probably have to wait for them, like where you bring your kid to the movie thing.
All right. Well, we'll let you deal with that.
Yeah.
All right. Take care. Thanks for the tepid bone to pick. I think we can all. Matt, you feel better about it? I feel bad.
I don't give a rat's ass.
Hey, what the hell?
Things happen on the show. You got to move on. Maybe maybe you couldn't unmute or something. Who knows? Who remembers?
Yeah,
Well, you're
which
on now.
one?
You have your chance now to say something
I
great.
offered.
and you
I
don't.
offered.
No, you don't
Offered him an
say
honorary
shit.
city of the day.
Matt, is there anybody on the hotline? All right, friend. Thank you very much. Go see Eddington. I'm going to be saying that all show.
Yeah, you got to see it. Actually, the lines are full too. A lot of questions for Ari. I don't know that we'll get to all of them. But,
Why not?
Well, let's preload one so
If-
we don't
if
have to
somebody
waste
has-
Ari's time.
Yeah, load it up.
Yeah, if somebody has a question, just have the question.
Right.
Like say the question.
Right.
Don't.
You make a good point.
Like no
Okay.
preambles, right, T?
Right. You don't have to
that's a good
praise me
idea.
or something before. it,
Yeah.
you know?
Don't say how awesome me and Vic are.
Right.
Right. We don't need to do that.
All right, Kyle. Kyle has a question for Ari that we'll pass along. You're on the air, Kyle.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, by the way-
I saw Eddington.
By the way, but before you say a word, let me just say perhaps this is a spoiler. We don't know. I don't know what you're going to say, but I want to warn people with peace and love that we might have spoilers. And we will, I can guarantee you, we will have spoilers later when I talk to Ari in a few minutes. But all right, go ahead. What's your question?
By the way,
Question is, so I feel like Ari is really good at like bringing the psychological fear of horror movies to the big screen, and this was just like very based in reality. There was not a lot of like I don't know, the gunshots were real. Everything was very real. So I'm wondering, what is he afraid of right now?
Good
That's
question.
like
I'm going to
driving
ask
the
him that. Look at what I have in my notes here. I said, what would a snapshot of 2025 look like? So in a sense, I've gotten to that question before you.
That sounds like a totally different question.
I'm not following.
What?
He's asking, what is he scared about? And you're saying, what is
What is he scared about now?
You're saying, what does the snapshot look like?
That's scary. You said like, right? That's like your.
Do you, caller, what's your name?
Kyle.
Kyle, don't you recognize that my question is perhaps similar, if not better, than your question?
Yeah, no, it's certainly more pertinent.
Thank you. Who cares? You guys are all on my ass today.
It's a call-in show, and you're one-upping the callers.
Wait till you hear me tell
Actually,
Ari what a
sorry,
better.
caller, I have a better question.
No, we can't accept that question.
Wait till you hear me tell Ari what a better filmmaker I am. Yeah, everybody's got to cool out, man.
What? There was a Caddyshack 2, wasn't there? Was that
There sure was.
Was it good? Do you remember?
That's Jackie Mason instead of Rodney Dangerfield. They brought in Jackie Mason for that one.
I didn't know that. I want to see that.
You know, there's a Caddyshack restaurant.
Whoa.
And I think it's closing. It's called the Murray Brothers Caddyshack Restaurant.
The Murray Brothers?
Yeah, the Murray Brothers Caddyshack
cool.
Restaurant.
All right, well, Matt, should we do City of the Day?
Like Brian Doyle?
Maybe wait.
Look at how many
Smidge,
brothers there are.
just in case.
There's one in Rosemont, Illinois, and one in St. Augustine. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 brothers?
The Doyle brothers?
Anyway, my bad.
And it's 5
we
brothers.
actually have a lot of
6.
hand raisers today.
All right, go ahead.
Let's
Give me a
talk
couple.
some more.
Let's go. Let's go.
The slogan is last on this is eat, drink, and be Murray.
Okay. Sheriff Joe, you have a question you want to pass along to Ari?
We should call it.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hi. Yeah, so I was listening to Ari's interview with the Chapo crew on Movie Mindset, and he mentioned something that reminded me a little bit of you, Tim. He said that he as a kid and growing up, he looked for movies that felt a little bit unsafe and a little bit dangerous, just because he found that thrilling.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, anyway, I'm curious about, if I'm being honest, I was hoping to talk to Mr. Aster about this, but Tim, you can pass it along. Damn it, I'm getting the snore.
Matt is doing those drops. Matt should not be allowed to do drops.
No, you're right, Doug.
Wow.
And that's an interesting question, too. That does not even deserve the snore.
I know, but
They call me Dr. Worm.
Did any of that connect? Anything to say about that, Tim, or did I blow my big opportunity?
you want to know what movies I liked that were uncomfortable to me?
Or you want to know what he
I mean, I
thinks?
guess so. Yeah, I just like that attitude as an artist, creating something that is designed to make the audience feel a little bit unsafe, uneasy, and maybe like trustful of you as an artist.
Yeah,
initially.
I mean, the problem I have with these conversations is my memory is gone. It's gone.
Right.
I've done so much. I've done so much acid.
This morning.
In the past several weeks, I've done so much acid that I don't remember anything I've seen or done. But
Fair.
I mean, yeah, movies that I love most probably are the ones that make me like sit on the edge of my seat or make me feel engaged or stressed out or uncomfortable. But I just, you know what I watched with my daughter the other night?
Nice
The
tuxedo, huh?
original Naked Gun. And I had to twist her arm into seeing it. She was like, "This looks stupid. It looks boring. What is it about?" You know.
Whoa.
I was like, "Just trust me, trust me, trust me." And she was laughing hysterically the whole time, as was I. So sometimes those movies are good, where you're just, it's a respite.
Show her Police Academy.
Police Squad.
Or Police Squad, I mean.
Not
But
showing
that
Police
doesn't make you
Academy.
feel uncomfortable or dangerous,
No.
right?
So I'm saying is I like both. I like movies for all sorts of reasons.
And Tim, do you ever like go in with the attitude that you want to distress or like make the audience squirm and maybe like initially not know if they can trust you as the author or as the artist? Because it seems like that's what Ari was saying in that interview with Movie Mindset. And anyway, it reminded me a little bit of you and my initial reaction to some of your work where I was like,
yeah, look at something like Bedtime Stories Toes episode.
Right, exactly.
I mean, we're having fun playing with that, but we're not really thinking too hard about how it's being received.
Okay.
I think.
Thank you.
I think the most uncomfortable.
And a hat next time, please. I can't be.
Yeah, that's got to be fixed.
I need Vic's hat.
Yeah, or maybe a filter. There's filters on Zoom you could put.
Oh, that's right. You hate bald people.
Yeah,
I do. That's a bone pick.
Most uncomfortable movie for me was Happiness, Tim.
Bald
Remember Happiness?
people. Yeah, of course. Todd Solondz.
Is it wet? Yeah. Philip Seymour Hoffman's sick in that.
It's Philip
Seymour.
No,
Yeah,
but
a few of those movies kind of blew me away too when I saw
Yeah.
them. Especially that one.
I love that. So good. Solond's great.
Is that the part where the dog licks the thing off?
Yeah. He's calling
part.
numbers and that's a real sick one. I keep meaning to get that drop, but it's too upsetting.
Yeah, and that dad actor.
And the dad, he's great. What's his name? Dylan Baker.
Dylan Baker, yeah.
Where he's like shooting.
That's tough for that actor though, because it's like you get a little typecast.
Yeah, that's true.
Want to hear from our old pal Max?
Yes.
Hopefully he's got some new drop.
Yes. He's got some material. Old pal Max, you there?
Yeah, what's up, Buzz? Sorry.
Okay.
You know me.
Okay.
This guy's a working guy.
What are you doing, Max?
Wow.
You're on a show right now.
They paint the wall, not your pants.
I'm also working, dude. You guys don't pay me enough, so I'm trying to paint this freaking house. Okay.
Ooh.
What do you got, Max? We got
nice.
our special guest coming up any minute now. You got to be quick.
I know. Well, you guys kept talking about him, and I couldn't really hear you at first. I thought you were a bunch of like waiters or butlers apologizing to your boss. Because he kept on saying, sorry, master, sorry, master, sorry, master. And I realized you're talking about Ari Aster.
Close.
Sorry, master.
All right,
sorry,
City in the
master.
Daytime. Thanks, Max.
Gotcha, buddy.
You know, sometimes Max is great.
I also heard a good one that was like Ari Aster. Like, did you invite your sister to go to the movie?
Ari Aster.
Ari Aster.
Thank you.
Or do you want me to? Ari Aster. All right. See the Day is sponsored by Dyson Dip Pump. Did you know that 1 out of every 4 chips that is dipped into guac, salsa, or hummus cracks in half, leaving the chip dipper humiliated and hungry? Summer is here, and so are countless barbecues, picnics, and parties. So start dipping chips like a pro with a Dyson Dip Pump, the first micro pump specifically designed to get the dip to the chip without making a fucking mess. Just strap it to your wrist and dunk the pinky hose into the flavored puree. The smart pump will yeet just the right amount of dip to the chip so you can get the most out of your appetizers. Download the DDP app to unlock AI camera features to identify dips, detect spoilage, and connect with other DDP users. Plus, the DDP is waterproof, so you don't need to take it off at the pool party, a nude beach, or at the M Canal.
The I&M Canal.
The I&M Canal. I don't know what that is. The Dyson Dip Pump, available on Sky Mall. Doug will play the jingle now.
The Dyson Dip Pump will get your dip to your chip without breaking it in half. And you can rinse it off in the I&M Canal.
Hey! All right. Thank you very much, Doug. Beautiful work. Joining me now, the city of the day, very special city of the day because it is a make-believe city, and we love make-believe. Does not exist in the real world. City of the day is Eddington. Eddington, New Mexico. And here representing the city of the day is the film's writer and director, my friend, Ari Aster. Let's see what Ari's wearing.
It's waking up.
I see someone painting. Ari, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, there he is. Hello, how are you?
Hello. I'm well. Thank you for having me here to represent the town of Eddington.
Yeah, what's behind you? I see superheroes.
That's a Dan Clowes.
Oh, Dan Clowes.
Scarf that I framed.
Was it a gift? Oh, wow. Look at that. It's beautiful.
No, it wasn't a gift, which we're friends. Why wasn't it a gift?
You bought it.
I had to buy it. He made.
This is your first time on Office Hours. How does that feel for you?
Oh, it's complicated.
Because I mean, I've been watching you now. You've been out there doing the full court, no pun intended, the full court press.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I've seen as much of it in the past from you, and my guess is it's not like the most comfortable place for you to be in life.
No. I tend to hate it, but this time I've decided not to hate it.
Yeah.
I'm going to embrace it, and I'm going to stand in front of the movie and look proud and be proud.
Well, you should be proud, and I'm going to blow smoke up your ass under one condition. It comes this way a little bit, too, from you.
Okay, well,
We've got to pay it forward. We got to pay it back and forth.
Okay. Well, you know how I feel.
Well, I know how you feel.
Yeah.
Doug's over here thinking that you don't give a two shits about my body of work.
Well, first of all, I'm a little starstruck having DJ Douggpound right there behind you.
Wow.
Wow.
What? No.
Looking at me on his screen. But I'm a very, very big fan. On Cinema, at the cinema is basically the best thing ever made.
Wow.
And but I've been there since Tom Goes to the Mayor. I've been you're my real father.
Well, I remember seeing years ago you sent me, I think you sent it to me, but your AFI film, the father and son movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that online somewhere? Can people watch that? I don't know how I saw it.
I think it's online. Yeah, it's called the Strange Thing About the Johnsons. I made it at school. About a son molesting his father.
Yes. Whoa. It's really fucked up. I mean, out of your body of work, which is a crazy thing to say, is maybe the most fucked up thing in your catalog. I don't know. But maybe. I also, at the same time, feel a little bit of maybe you were inspired a little bit by what Eric and I were doing. Would you say a little bit, maybe?
Yeah, I would definitely. You guys are incredibly important to me.
Well,
that particular film, is mostly inspired by my personal life, but well, you helped me get there.
Your sights turned to the other half of the parental unit for the rest of your career, it seems, with your mother stuff. But
that's right.
Let me see. Where should we start? I mean, first of all, all right, smoke has come this way. I'm sorry I forced it out of you, but I feel it's good for you to go on the record.
I wanted to give it to you.
This is, I think I think it's a fucking masterpiece. Just like Bill Hader said, by the way. I saw you and Bill Hader chat. I was a little jealous. It was funny. I was like, we're getting into my insecurities, obviously, here. But I was like watching that interview with Bill Hader, and he was saying, and you told me about this movie at dinner. And remember that little moment you were talking to Bill Hader on that A24 podcast? And I was well, why didn't he tell me about it? And I was like, well, you did actually. We did have the same experience. We had lunch in New York, and you were telling me about this Western you were writing. I was like, why am I jealous of your friendship with Bill Hader when we have seemingly a similar relationship?
Let it go. Well, now it's on the record. Now everybody knows that you and I have lunch. We've done it. We had lunch, and we talk business. We talk biz.
Well, we had lunch right after Boa's. All right, these guys are making the sound effects of us slurping. I guess we went to a soup plantation.
Where did you go?
Well, we went to a Thai restaurant, didn't we?
We did. We went to Thai diner.
And guess how cool this was? There's Ari and I having lunch, and I thought it was, I mean, I don't want to get too personal, but I mean, I do want to get too personal but we had like a real heart to heart about like creativity and where we're at. And you know, Bo
That was an accident.
Bo's, you know, it was like a very challenging movie for you, the aftermath of like dealing with like, it was very divisive and all that kind of stuff. And we're just getting into it. I thought it was a beautiful exchange. Two geniuses. And who walks by but Matt Stone?
Yeah.
And like literally on the street, and we're sitting on the sidewalk area kind of, and he stops and we have like a nice chat with him. And I don't know. It was one of those New York, like I'm just amongst like interesting people. It was cool.
It was nice. He said he said he had just seen Beau is Afraid. He said he liked it, and then I said, "Yeah, but it's too long." And then he said, "It is too long."
Yeah.
And that was.
Well, I don't think it's too long. I think it's not long enough.
Cool.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't care how long your movies are. Like, go make. I'm watching that. Like, I saw you mentioned the new Adam Curtis on some other thing, the Shifty, which you can watch on YouTube, which I didn't realize until you mentioned it. But I mean, that's like 5 hours at least or however long that is.
And I could watch it forever. It's so great.
It's great.
Adam Curtis is amazing. You had a great conversation with Adam Curtis.
That's
You
true.
had a couple.
He's so out of my league. I don't know what to say to him. I just want to watch his movies, but
what's your thoughts on without the narration?
Well, I was going to bring that up. I do miss it.
Yeah, well, you know, I miss it because I love his voice.
Yeah.
Trauma Zone didn't have like any commentary, which I thought was worked better than I thought. I love Trauma Zone, but this one does have the commentary. It's just in text form, so you have to read it.
I think
but
Trauma Zone had that.
Did it?
Yeah, it had those little
I'm forgetting.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
are you sure? Maybe I trust you. I'm forgetting.
I bet you whatever the budget of your next film is.
Oh God. Well, given the box office returns, I will take that bet.
Well, I mean, first of all, I want to try to not make this conversation about that or the critics. I just don't fucking care. And when I see, all I want to read are good reviews and Doug saw it last night. Your thoughts?
I saw it 2 nights ago. Awesome. I think it's my favorite Ari Aster film. So
thank you.
Congrats. I want to watch it again.
And Matt?
Because there were things I need. It's dense, there's things I wanted to.
Matt saw it?
Of course.
Your films have a quality where there's like a lot of stuff that is kind of like Easter eggy kind of things, right? And you want people to watch it multiple times to catch these things? Is that the intent?
Well, I want the film to survive multiple viewings, right? And so it's not so much that I want to make a film that like demands that you return, but I want something that can grow every time you return to it. Yeah. So
and how do you address these?
Think about Easter eggs, but
do you care? I mean, how do you address these accusations of that you're a centrist or you're sitting on the fence or all this bullshit that people are saying about you? That I mean, I don't want to talk about the critics, but I think you are. I've seen you speak about this, and you have thoughts about it.
I do. I think that's a pretty bad faith reading of this film.
Yeah.
I would say that, because I've heard people say you let the left have it like worse than the right, which to me feels like an insane thing to say.
Yeah.
Given that like the left, like the people who I guess, represent the left in the film are at worst like annoying and frustrating. And the people on the right are just like, at worst murdering and like ruining lives. And destroying the world. So I don't know.
I mean, here's my two things I was going to tell you privately, but I'll tell you now is like, I am very attracted to you.
Thank you.
No, at the core of the movie for me is forget like the issues in the movie. It felt like to me one of the mission statements or one of the central points is that our political identity is generally formed through personal experience, and they're like oftentimes aggrieved experiences, or like almost all the policy positions that these people in this movie come to are formed from like personal grievances or like jealousy or like human qualities. They're not like they haven't come to from a rational place of studying the issues. It's like emotional reactionary. Would you say that's in there?
Yes, absolutely. That all these people are, kind of projecting their personal life onto the architecture of, of the world. And,
right.
I wanted to make a film about a bunch of people who all care about the world.
Yeah.
And they're all like kind of gripped by like this yearning for like the America they believe in or, long for. And they all know that something is wrong. They all feel that something is wrong, but they're all looking through different windows and none of them agree on what that thing is. Yeah.
And
they're all
online.
Yeah.
I mean, and also like to the point of like first of all, I don't think you're obliged to take a position in a way that you're an advocate for any kind of issue as a filmmaker. I mean, I think those movies tend to be pretty boring. And what's the point of, I don't want to, like a movie that just comes to mind is like Don't Look Up, which I didn't care for that movie personally, no offense, but like, it just felt like, I don't know who this is for. Cause it's just like, it's very hitting you over the head with a message that everybody that's going to see it already agrees with and whatever. But, in the movie, it's two distinct things happen. One is you have, and this is spoiler alerts, okay? Spoiler alerts. I'm sorry if you're watching this and haven't seen the movie, shame on you. You should have been there opening night. You should have flown to Cannes Film Festival, frankly. But no, is that fair? Can I just say, first of all, Joaquin, his character gets COVID in the movie, as far as we know. Like, if you were trying to make some movie about COVID being a hoax or not real, like you wouldn't have included that plot in the movie. Yeah. And then the other part, the BLM stuff is like the character, the police officer, the black kid who he gets framed for a murder in the movie. Like he is a product of discrimination and police, so it's like you're making huge lefty points in the movie. And I don't even know your politics. I just assume you're not a lunatic, like because you seem like a reasonable guy.
You're right. No, I'm hard left.
Yeah.
It's just I wanted to make a film that was sort of inscrutable. But I also feel like, to your earlier point, like satire, like the minute you pull up like a chair and start explaining to the audience, like, okay, but seriously, folks, here's where I land. Like the movie is fucking over. It's just like so boring. Yeah. And I don't know. Some people, especially now, like tend to take the stance that art should be prescriptive, and I just don't agree on that.
Right. Well, I hate when people like are mad when somebody doesn't do the art that they wanted you to do. It's like, well, don't just move on. Like there's plenty of options. There's plenty of channels. Like it's just like I'm on the Ari Aster journey as like a fan, and like I was just gonna ask you this question just to lighten it up. Name the order of your your movies that I've seen. Like name of the movies of yours I've seen. Name the order I've seen them in.
Like, am I speculating? Well,
yes, you don't know the answer to this. This is a game.
Okay, I'm gonna guess. Midsommar, Hereditary, Beau is Afraid, Eddington.
Incorrect.
Today I learned it's pronounced Midsommar.
Yeah, it is. Oh. Obviously.
I don't even know, to be honest. It changes for me.
All right. Do you want to, Vic, do you want to guess?
I can guess.
All right.
It is
It's gonna blow your mind.
No, Vic, you go ahead.
Let's see. What did you say first? I'll go right in the order they came out.
Yeah.
Wrong.
What the?
All right, I'm gonna. Do we have a caller wants to guess?
Yeah. Let's extend this.
Can you take
longer,
a call
please.
from the audience? Do you mind?
There's so many more interesting things we can ask him.
That's true. All right, I'm gonna tell you.
Or we
it.
could keep doing.
Midsommar. Bo. Eddington. Hereditary.
Whoa, you saw Hereditary like last night?
Wow. Really? What?
What?
You really didn't want to see that one.
I really didn't.
The hell?
I really was like
too scary.
Well, some people, my wife had already seen it, and it was just hard for me to fit it into my life. And I just every time I was going to do it, I'm like, I don't want to watch this. This is gonna make me upset. This is gonna freak me out. You know, like I just had that repulsion to it just because I'd heard so much about it. But I loved it, of course. I mean, I was glad I watched. I watched it in the middle of the day on Monday. Anyways, you're right, Doug. That was a terrible distraction from more important issues.
I was going to say, back to your point earlier about not getting on a soapbox with whatever your point of view is. I love, and this is probably a spoiler, I will say that the bad guys in the plane who are flown in, like adding that just was, I just love that. And the mystery of like who they even were, but it's also like you're kind of saying that they were.
Do you have? Is this like a kind of a David Chase talking about the end of The Sopranos? Do you have? I mean, obviously you probably have your thoughts on it. Do you care what people think about that? Is there a right answer for that?
That's meant to function as like a Rorschach test.
Yes. See what you
so
want.
So whoever you think they are, they are. But I do. I have like a funny answer.
Go ahead.
That I no, I keep it to myself.
Oh.
But it makes me laugh. And I've decided who they are for me, and you know, there's an icon on the jet.
Yeah.
And you know, it's sort of it's like a fist around a globe. I'll tell
really
you
funny.
I'll tell you off the record when we're not doing this what originally was there.
Okay.
And that because it makes me laugh. I'm sorry to like tease everybody, but there was something there that I
And I will then tell the audience when you tell me that.
Well,
you have to say off the
out of
record.
Can I say what the chat is saying, and you could just either nod or just say nothing. But some people are saying the Clintons, Antifa super soldiers, which
that's what it's stated as.
The globalists. I like the Clintons.
It's a globalist. Listen, I've seen this Ari Aster movie, and I think it's clear as day.
Or it's like the Epstein plane or something.
It's the Lolita Express, for
Yeah.
sure.
It's so far nothing that I mean, so far all of these things are very valid and probably true.
Yeah, I mean,
guesses.
how much of a conspiracy guy are you? Or do you think it's just kind of a big old mess of chaos and money grabbing?
No, I think that there are conspiracies, and I think that we know that, and that's where the theories come.
Right.
You know, and so no, I think it's like we're in like a fucking mess that we will maybe never get out of. But but no, I think we all know that we are like, you know, subject to forces like that we have no access to,
Right.
and that they do fucked up things that we, you know, can't even fathom. And so I think I think it all comes from the you know, the conviction that is happening, and then but there's some pretty kooky ones out there that I enjoy.
It's fun. I mean, are you an Epstein was a Mossad agent guy?
Oh, I like that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And you know, has that's a very compelling story.
I don't know how successful it was as an operation, but maybe it's still ongoing as a great way to keep Bill Clinton. I'm upset because if Bill Clinton is on that list, I'm going to have to, you know, this was a joke I saw, but I'm going to have to take down all my Bill Clinton flags in the front of my house and take my bumper stickers off my car. My Clinton.
I know.
Stickers.
I'm gonna have to remove that tattoo. It's I've been holding on to it.
All right, a couple more things I want to talk to you about real quick. First of all, it is a great Western. I think that is what a lot of people are saying about it, but it is, in my opinion, at its core, like it has like a structure and a vision of. The music is phenomenal, by the way.
Yeah.
I know you didn't do the music personally, but you must have supervised it and had some thoughts.
I did supervise it, and I did. I did stand over their shoulders.
Is there a Western or a couple Westerns or like that from that genre that you look to for this movie or that you thought about or?
No, I thought about like, just the tropes of the Western. So I was thinking about the Western at large, I guess, as a genre. But I really like the big influence on this movie was the internet.
Right.
I just want.
Can I ask a question real quick about the writing process? When you write a script, that script particularly, is it all like you just craft the script and then A24 says, let's do it? Or is there a process of like showing it to people for, I don't know, helping get feedback on it or anything like that?
Well, no, I definitely show it to some trusted friends and and get feedback. Well, Tim, pretty soon you might be.
I'm getting there. I'm getting close.
Might be getting some
and
PDFs.
BCC me on that email too.
yeah. Dan is somebody that I get a lot of. Dan
Klaus.
Dan Deacon?
No.
Oh,
Dan Klaus. No, although I do like Dan Deacon.
Yeah.
I like his music.
I want to stand up for Dan Deacon real quick, though, because he did the national anthem at the Orioles game. Have you seen that clip?
I saw that.
It was awesome, but it got put on like one of these stupid Instagram accounts. It was like, worst version of the national anthem ever. And luckily everybody was like, no, what are you talking about? This is cool. Anyways, your process.
I gotta find it.
You said it's a few trusted friends, and that's
a few trusted friends and my producing partner Lars Knudsen, and then the scripts are always kind of too long and the budgets are constraining in their way, so right. I always have to remove things, and I have to be very that the process of getting it into final shape is always a complicated.
And Walk says that you change things on the fly.
Walk.
Well, yeah. Kino.
You call him Walk?
Yeah.
Walk to set. Walk to set.
I'll start calling him Walk. I don't know if he'll accept it, but he's
Walkie.
Well, that's what he said in that. There was a little.
He's a temperamental guy.
There was a little kind of thing that he said.
You're saying, of course, you change things on set. Like are you improvisational and throwing around stuff, or not? Not really.
No, we're not. It's not improvisational. We do rehearse a lot. But it's not that the script doesn't tend to change. If it does, it happens early on because we go over the script a lot. Joaquin likes to talk over things a lot.
Walk
in a way that I mostly love. Like sometimes it's a pain in the ass, but it's great. And so any changes that happen to the script tend to happen long in advance of shooting, and then on set, sometimes he'll hit a wall where the scene feels maybe rote or just like something he's seen before or done before, and that can be like a crisis moment where it feels bad at the moment because it's like, oh fuck, we have to shoot, we're stopping.
Yeah.
And then I've found that every time, we end up kind of breaking through and something much more interesting happens. And again, it's not that the script is changing. It's just the approach to the scene. Like one example would be at the end of Beau is Afraid, after he strangles his mother, he's walking to the... Sorry, I know. Well,
That's interesting. I love the movie. I never did see the ending, but no, I'm just kidding.
You're gonna, it's I didn't say what happened to her.
No, go ahead. She might have lived, but sorry, you said she was strangling. He was strangling her.
Yeah, and then he's walking to the boat, I think in the script it was like, he walks to the boat in a daze, and he's like, a daze, what, haven't we seen that before? And I was like, yeah, but isn't that what you would be? Isn't that
yeah
like you probably would be in a daze? Like I don't know, it sounds like honest to me. And then he says, yeah, but how do we do something that's not the
classic
done thing?
Dead eye kind of thing.
Like you probably wrote that because you've seen it. And I was like, all right, you might be right. And then we we kind of went to the lab, and it took like 15 minutes, but it was like, but then the thought came to my mind, like, oh, like kabuki, or like, or like no, like no theater, or just
right.
And then I started digging, and I found images of masks and these like really extreme expressions, and I think Nakadai in Ron, like when he's really snapped, and then we just did like 12 takes, and every take was like this insane expression from him.
Try something out there, yeah.
And it's my favorite thing in the. I love it, and I couldn't choose between like 7 takes because every expression was.
It's funny that like, because making a movie, there is a rigidity to it, and there has to be like a, your first AD and your producers have to keep you on the rails to some degree. Like it could get really out of control, but at the same time, it almost should be implicit that you need those opportunities to say, hold on, this is moving too fast. Let's stop and talk and try and, go away from the plan. And I mean, you have to, I hope that like, and I'm sure at your level, like your people are going and knowing that that's going to happen at some point.
Yeah. But it tends to be, like I also tend to adhere pretty strictly to a plan, what I've found is that I tend to hold off on that plan as long as I can now, because I want to rehearse with the actors before I put together a shot list.
Yeah.
But we tend to it's kind of it's the opposite of like an improvisatory,
right? Yeah, not Mike Lee situation, who we should talk about.
No, although Mike Lee, tends to he rehearses for 6 months, and then the plan is also very set for him. Like he's somebody who they do not fuck around on set or make up things on set.
There's a moment in Eddington that I remember feeling like, oh, this is so why I'm here. This is why you're directing it, and this is what's so special. And I don't know if it is for anybody else, but for me, it's just him tumbling down the side of the mountain while he's being chased.
Yeah,
because it just felt like, I know how hard that is, and I know how spectacular it is. I mean, there's so many hard things in the movie, but I'm like, you're going, not only are you coming in with this like outrageous or very controversial or provocative concept, and you're getting these great performances and stuff, but you must know as you're writing this that you are going to provide to the audience like thrilling moments and cinematic moments that can only exist in movies and in great movies. Like there's not, I don't know how you did it. I mean, I don't even know if it's especially hard, but there's a few moments like that. But do you know what I mean? Like you must know, like, this is going to be fucking awesome.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I come from the school of movies should be fun.
Yeah.
Like no matter what you're doing, they should be fun.
And this was really fun. And I laughed so much in this, more than I laughed in, I don't know. I don't really go see a lot of movies. So what can I say? But it's really funny if you're open to it. If you're like there's lots of great physical comedy in it. The little jokes, like what is the big line that's written on the side of the truck? You're
being manipulated.
You're being manipulated. Why
and you have that merch.
Yeah.
That merch is available, right?
It is.
Yeah.
You're being manipulated.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
And you said it's funny if you're open to it. But I want to say like that's part of, I hope, the fun of it is like not quite knowing where I'm coming from the first time. I think by the end of the film you should have a pretty clear sense of what my stance is. But maybe that's why it's a good movie to revisit, because at that point you will have a better sense of what the film is. Whereas the first time you watch it, it should feel a little bit like, like the ground isn't totally stable, which is something I wish I could find more of with films, where I just don't really, where the film doesn't feel quite safe, you know?
Absolutely. And, I've spoken about this a lot, but the idea that people are so literal and they need things to be very straightforward about what they are, especially online, is very frustrating. And
The literalism is the worst.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could talk to you for hours, but we have a food influencer, Jay Weingarten, with us.
We can go a little long on the first half.
Can you show Ari J just on camera? Can we get a shot to him real quick so you can see who we're bumping him for?
Hey. Very grateful
Jay.
for this opportunity.
We also have an audio message.
Oh yeah, so my mom unfortunately is on a hike right now, but I don't know if I told the audience. Yeah, but I have a message.
Looking forward to that.
I know. I'm sorry. I mean, we can always try her just real quick. Let me just see if she's.
Give her a shot.
Yeah, why not? We get FaceTime audio from somebody. Oh boy. Hold on real quick.
Want to take an ad break and have Vic do his ad read?
Yeah.
No.
No, just let me do this real quick.
No one's that right now.
Yeah, Vic has to do his ad read.
I guess we could. I don't know.
Don't play that; it'll get dinged.
Oh yeah.
I do have a message from her though, because she went and saw the movie.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, Isaac.
Hello, son.
Please leave your message for me.
She's blocked me. But Matt, play the message for Ari.
1 minute gambling.
And wait, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. There's spoiler alerts all through this message. So turn it off. Turn my damn show off if you haven't seen the movie or you care.
Hi, Tim and crew. This is your mom speaking. Hi, Ari. What a pleasure to be a part of this. I'm at the tram today, so I'm doing this recording. I had heard Tim talking about Eddington, so I had to see. Wow, it's a great cast, and I love Joaquin and his role especially. And there's so many twists and turns. It's such a suspenseful movie, and I'm glad I saw it. But it had me thinking. And as I told Tim, I had 1 or 2 questions, and bear in mind, I do have hearing aids, and I'm not as young as you guys. I was just wondering how the mother transformed into such an articulate politician in the end. And before that, I don't really know who tried to kill Joaquin towards the end. I hope I'm not giving too much away here, but it was a great job. And thanks, Ari, and I hope I get to meet you sometime. And I love you, Tim. Hope to see you soon, dear. Bye.
Aw.
I love you too, Tim.
Stop!
We talked about the second question. I think the first question about the mother, that was quite a turn. Is she the mayor or is Joaquin the mayor?
Well, Joaquin is technically the mayor, but being a vegetable, he's like, he's limited.
She's like the Dick Cheney to George Bush situation, sort of.
Yeah, she's in effect the mayor. She's the decision maker, and she's got a microphone now. She's got a platform, and so she's able to get her ideas out there.
Right.
And she's got a lot of there are a lot of things she's concerned about, that she's worried about. And she's
but she seems to have been compromised too, because there we have the data center and like all's well there, right?
Well, that's the thing, is that part of he was running on like an anti-data center like platform, and so at the end they have both sold out in that sense.
It's kind of like it's like RFK like going with Trump. It's just like
that's right.
Whatever's best for me.
The data center was always the data center is the one unequivocal winner in the movie. That's the one.
I liked what you said in some interview. You're like, what's the movie? What is the movie about? What's the story of the movie? The story is a big tech company wants to build a data center next to a small town.
That's it. And it's and in the end, all the stories and all the characters are just training data.
Are slaves to that, yeah.
And there's an incredible joke.
Training data, that's funny, yeah.
There's an incredible joke at the end that I don't want to spoil, but it involves the bed.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my God. The very last.
That's an important.
This is my final question though, because it reminded me. I did want to ask you about this, which is that like and this is true I think in a lot of movies, but I noticed it in this one. there are several like key scenes, key characters in this movie that are most likely day players or local hires that you had play, like the nurse at the end, the man. And I'm
that's right.
Yeah, I'm thinking like this guy gets, I assume, auditioned and you picked him, probably without a lot of thought because you have a lot of other priorities, or you just, I don't know how much time you spent on that, but like you pick this nurse and the nurse comes in for the day, and I know what this is like. You come in and like you get there at 5 a.m. and get hair and makeup done and goes to set and has to do some crazy shit. Right?
Well, in this case, the guy who plays the nurse, the live-in nurse, was actually Joaquin's stand-in through the film. And
so there's some comfortability there.
Well, there's some comfort, but he had no idea that I was gonna, because there was no nurse in the script, and it was basically that morning that Joaquin and I were like,
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Was that in the script, or was that kind of like an added joke?
No, it just sort of occurred to us, like, actually, I don't think Dawn would be taking care of him herself. Like, he's gonna need a nurse, and then you know, it wasn't long before I was telling Blaine, you know, who's the stand-in. I said, Blaine, so you're going to be dragging Joaquin into the bathroom. He's naked. You're going to put him on the toilet.
Yeah.
And you know, you're going to have to hit him.
Okay. Well, sometimes the whole, you know, I've always dreamed about making a movie that is only using the takes from the stand-ins. I don't know, because you generally don't roll on that stuff. But like, you know, I don't know if people know this, but when you're making a movie, generally you're working with stand-ins as you're figuring out the lighting and the blocking. So your big stars, and not even big stars, but like just so your actors aren't standing around for an hour while they're trying to fix a gobo or whatever. And I just think like do a movie where it's like, you know, you're just roll the scene once with the second unit or the stand-ins, and then bring everybody in, and then make that movie that goes along with the other movie.
Well, you'll have to do that with like the next iteration of Dakar.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, I gotta say, just since you asked me to blow smoke, and I'm happy to do it.
This is what we'll clip out from the interview, Matt. Just
by the way,
no. You gotta you gotta keep it. The 5-hour
trial
courtroom. The trial. That's the best thing that anybody has ever done for anything.
Well, we're laughing, and I know you're not being sarcastic, because that would be weird if you're being sarcastic.
Thank you.
No, I mean, it's terrible that so many people had to die. It's like, it's awful that they were. And I was at that music festival, you know. I was there, but anyway, I'm a big fan, and
well, I'm so excited to know you as a person and consider you a friend, because I do think you're like, we're living in the, like, there's not too many name brand directors making original things that there's very few, right? I mean, the list of like directors that you're like, oh, I can't wait for his new movie or their new movie or whatever, is very small, and you're on that Mount Rushmore at the moment. I mean, you're probably going to make some duds.
Thank you.
Just like Scorsese did. What are you going to do? New York next?
I like New York.
You know what? I shouldn't say that. I actually haven't seen it.
He's not going to make any duds.
I know. And by the way, your friendship or your whatever it is with Martin Scorsese is my favorite thing. Like, I remember when I don't know when the first time it happened, but like if it was Midsummer or whatever, when he came out, like, and I think with Beau is Afraid, he came out and like really supported you. That's the best.
Yeah. I mean, I love him, you know. I don't think I can even call it a friendship, because I've only met him so many times, but I would say he's been so kind to me, and it's been, I mean, it's very meaningful. But he's done that for so many filmmakers. That's one of them, you know, that's beyond the fact that he's probably the greatest living director. He's done more for other filmmakers than anybody. He's amazing.
He's amazing. All right, Ari, I can't wait to talk to you again in person and in life, and maybe play some games together at night. You know what I mean? Wink, wink.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's very much like Trump's letter to Epstein. What was it?
Enigma.
We live in secrets, or like here's to another beautiful secret, or something like that. Did you see that?
Yeah.
The note. No,
yeah.
you and I have played some, had both at a game night last year together with some friends.
What game?
Which was very fun. That was very, very
We
fun.
played it the other night. Did you know about that?
Who? You and I don't know if we should be naming names here.
I don't
but
think we should.
Can I just get the game? you
Nathan
played?
Fielder
the guy.
and then somebody else that is in your movie, shall we say?
Walk.
Oh, okay. Oh man, I wish. That's why. Yeah. She wrote me asking if I was in LA. That must be why.
Yes.
Bummer.
But yes, we actually talked about you and the movie for a long time as we were, breaking, eating and stuff.
What game did you play?
We played
Oh,
Secret
that's great.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which is a great game.
And the name of your next movie.
Yeah. That's right. You guys introduced me to that.
He is
That
a
was
Hitler-loving podcaster.
Wait, say that again?
He is a Hitler-loving podcaster.
That's me. All right. I'll talk to you offline, and you can give me all those little secrets, and I'll.
We have to get to our special guest, Jay
Yeah,
Weingarten.
we do. All right, Ari.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
Take care. Everybody go see
Bye,
Eddington.
Ari.
Okay. What a dream.
That's a get. That's a.
Well, it's not a get. He's doing every podcast under they did.
Wow.
WTF.
But we got the real deal.
No, he's a great hang. That's why I knew he'd be a great guest because he's a great hang. He's a great, he's interesting to talk to. Unlike my next guest. Kidding. I'm kidding.
You know what?
Come on.
All right.
Let's let Vic read his real ad.
All right. Sorry, folks, we're going a little
Reset.
late today, but that's okay.
Here's what I'm thinking. Let's go long for the first half.
Yeah.
And we'll do a shorter second half.
Well, and if we go a little long in the second half, that's okay too.
That's fine too.
Nothing matters.
Well, things matter.
Well, some things
Just like
matter.
what you're about
Just
to say.
like
Speed, and
this.
don't speed read it. We don't want to get in trouble.
Okay. Hi, it's Vic again. This is an ad by BetterHelp. These days, it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude, journals, screen detoxes, but how do you know what actually works for you? One thing that worked for me and for many, many people is therapy. When you find the right therapist who can help guide you, help you set boundaries, and help you learn positive coping skills that can really help you create the change. That can really help you create the change you need to feel better. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform. It's convenient too, so you can fit therapy into your busy life. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button. Plus, you can switch therapists at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/office hours. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/office hours.
Wow. For dramatic.
Thank you, Vic.
All right.
No problem.
Let's bring in our next guest here. He's here already. We're bearing gifts. You know him. He's been a big fixture on our show for years now. Jay Weingarten is here.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. I am very grateful for this. I brought
Go ahead. Give
gifts.
Tim's shot all the way. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Now you're on.
Oh, wow.
This is well, I apologize about that. There's a.
Yes.
I have a bottle of wine.
Ooh, foodie's wine.
And check this out.
I am checking.
Get in
All right,
in there.
Sit back down again. Thank
All
you.
right.
I don't want
No
this.
worries.
Watch your wires.
I don't
there,
want this
Jay.
old bread, buddy.
Well,
here you go.
Here's the other half.
There you go. I'm not eating bread right now. Thank you. Let that shiitake. Let that shiitake go. What is that supposed to mean?
It means it's like let that shit go.
Oh, shit. Let that shit go. And then a bunch of olive oil?
Yeah, that's for the Holy Trinity.
Oh,
and
okay.
Matt, yeah, you can have the shiitake
Spaghetti and
towel.
Yeah, I don't take no shiitake.
I've been making a bit of a pivot.
Thank you.
I'm not a guy that loves seed oils, Seed oils are supposed to be bad for you, but we're going to have a little bit of this.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I've been making a bit of a pivot in my career.
Okay. Question wasn't asked, but.
No. Yeah, but
Let's reset.
You asked me to
Hold
come
on.
in.
Let's reset.
Okay. You asked me to come in to discuss my new endeavor, my new creative endeavor. Is that?
Yes, but let me lead the conversation. I appreciate
It's all mine.
I appreciate the gifts. you want to just calm down. I think.
Thank
you.
You immediately rejected this.
I'm having fun. I don't. Well, it's a little silly. You hand me just a loaf of bread, like it appears to be eaten. Is that
No. It just actually snapped off in the car.
Oh,
in
I
half.
see. Okay. All right. Well,
Get a bowl. We can dip the in the
Exactly.
olive oil.
exactly.
But no, I am truly grateful for this opportunity, Tim, Doug, Vic, Matt. I appreciate you elevating new voices, and I actually wrote a little piece to just a piece of my gratitude for you all for having me.
Well, let's do this. Let's take a break.
Okay.
And we'll come back with your letter. I think that's a nice tease. And we'll talk about. So you just to.
Why don't we play? Yeah, we can play.
Yeah, we'll play your latest because you've been doing some influencing for restaurants and food, and you're a big food guy now. Is that right?
1 minute.
That's exactly right.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at the video, and then we could talk about it after the break and read your letter and take your calls. We'll be back with more office hours. Come see me, Vic, and Doug on the road August 21st.
Sounds right.
22nd, 23rd, LA, San Diego, and Las Vegas. Those tickets are on sale at timheidecker.com/live. And support our show, which actually has now become the #1 supported show. I just read that in Fortune magazine, and it's at patreon.com/officeHoursLive.
Now I'm getting excited.
That's awesome.
Every time I open up Instagram, it seems like someone is posting about Casalina, so I finally decided to see what all the hype was about. As soon as you walk through the larger-than-life door, you are met with an ambiance that is simply unparalleled. Casalina truly captures all 5 elements in life. Earth, symbolized by the food we eat, air, with the fan, fire, water, and, of course, ether. It was a super warm summer night, so I decided to start with the watermelon margarita. So refreshing and delectable, but if I'm being honest, it was a bit sweet, which made me a little hyper. At this point, my stomach was rumbling like a volcano, so we opted to start with the roasted cauliflower with arugula, pickled raisins, and walnut yogurt. Not bad. Then we ordered our mains, which I'll show, but I had to run to the restroom really fast. I decided to goof off just long enough until my date was feeling a little lonely. Okay, that was enough silliness. Now it was time to grub. First they brought out this amazing vodka pasta. The moment of truth? I was impressed. Next up we had the pan-seared salmon with pistachio crust and roasted carrots and shallots. It was a little difficult for me to cut because I haven't been eating fish for a few months, but I got the hang of it eventually. At this point, I was starting to get full, but definitely not too full for dessert. We decided to go with the tiramisu and some espresso, which really added a pep in my step after all that pasta. As we enjoyed our dessert, we reflected on the history of Casalina. As the menu says, it's more than a restaurant, it's a family legacy. Though I didn't want it to be over, it was now time to go. I left a fat tip when the bill came, and I couldn't be happier to do so. All in all, the ambiance was on point, the food was lit, and the waiters were really nice. I would definitely come back if given the opportunity. Since it was a mild summer night, I decided to end the evening walking home and reflecting upon the perfect outing. Thanks, Casalina.
Oh my God. Stop. God. Oh my God.
Waka waka, na waka waka, waka waka, na waka waka, waka waka, na waka waka. Waka waka, na waka waka, waka waka, na waka waka, waka waka.
playing with the Beach Boys? Well, I Kokomo by playing some Grateful Dead on the acoustic guitar.
I Kokomo on the beach with my friends.
I Kokomo on the river. Lots of rafting.
Yeah?
Going to Alaska this year. I'm going to Kokomo in Alaska.
How do you Kokomo?
Be blinded by the beat. I won't stop until he steps on my feet. Eyes in the dark, always watching. Eyes in the dark, always watching. Madness created by the night, passion jaded by the fright. I got the feeling someone else is in the room, like a shadow cast by the moon. Eyes in the dark, always watching. Whoa, 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 whoa. Eyes in the dark, they's always watching.
Don't let the sun catch you crying. The night's the time for all your tears. Your heart may be broken tonight, but tomorrow in the morning light, don't let the sun catch you crying. We know that crying is not a bad thing, but stop all your crying when the birds sing. Don't let the sun catch you crying, oh no. Oh, oh, oh.